Oh, jump scare warning. Don't worry, I'll cover it up for you. What's up, fight fans? This week we have another banger card, headlined by Virna Jandiroba and Amanda Lemos. So I'm going to go through the entire card and give my prediction and breakdown for who I think is going to win each fight, starting with Mohammed Usman and Thomas Petersen. If Mohammed Usman loses to Thomas Petersen, then he needs to be cut from the sport. Thomas Petersen is just fat. He is not a big, strong middleweight. He is just a fat welterweight that has no discipline to get in shape. So he walks around as an overweight blob and shoots takedowns. And if he can't get you down, he can't strike. His striking is terrible. Mohammed Usman is the more technical fighter, and I'm going to trust in his athletic ability to be able to stuff the takedowns of a fat, out-of-shape Thomas Petersen. Because at the end of the day, if Thomas Petersen can't take you down, like he couldn't take down Jamal Pogues, who is not good and also fat, then he's not going to win. He lost to Jamal Pogues. I'm going to pick Mohammed Usman by decision because Mohammed Usman doesn't really have one-shot KO power. He KO'd Zach Palga, but that's like the only KO he has in the UFC. So I'm going to pick Usman by decision. I really don't care. After that incredible fight, we've got Luana Carolina versus Lucie Pudilova. I'm going to pick Luana Carolina because Lucie Pudilova, if you go on Tapology, she is 3-7 in the UFC. She's just clearly not UFC level. Let's see, one win in the UFC since 2018, and it's to a can. Yeah, she beat Yanan Wu. I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be honest. So she beat a can in the UFC. She gets wins outside of the UFC. She got wins in Octagon. But as soon as she gets in the UFC, she is just not UFC level. Luana Carolina is going to win the fight. I don't know why she's an underdog. I would be very surprised if she lost to this absolute 14-9 bum who cannot get wins in the UFC against anyone that is relatively good. I think Luana Carolina is going to destroy her. I don't know why she's an underdog. And usually when there's fights like this where you're thinking, oh, how is this guy an underdog? How is this girl an underdog? She's clearly going to win. That means the other person is going to win. The favorite will win. So Lucie Pudilova is somehow going to win, even though she cannot beat UFC level competition. She's proven it time and time again. But that means she's probably going to win somehow. But I am going to pick Luana Carolina because, I like to use logic, even though it doesn't work most of the time. So I'll go Luana Carolina by decision over Lucie Pudilova, whatever. I don't really care. I'll take Luana Carolina. Moving up, we got Loik Radzhabov versus Trey Ogden. I'm going to pick Trey Ogden to beat Loik Radzhabov. I don't really have a reason. I'm going to be honest. I'm really just picking off of gut instinct on this card. I cannot be bothered to go and rewatch fights of Trey Ogden or any of these people on the card, really. So I'm just going to be trusting my gut. I'm going to say Trey Ogden's going to beat Loik Radzhabov. I don't have a reason. Loik Radzhabov, he's got power. But Trey Ogden, he's got a lot of experience. I'm going to trust in him. I think he's going to be able to get Loik Radzhabov to the ground and win a decision. Holy shit. Miranda Maverick versus Dione Barbosa. I can't wait for this one. I'm going to pick Miranda Maverick, the horse girl, to get it done over whoever that is. I don't know who Dione Barbosa is, and I don't really care to find out. So I'm going to pick Miranda Maverick to beat Dione Barbosa. Whoa, Brian Kelleher versus Cody Gibson. I wonder who's going to win this one. I'm going to pick Cody Gibson because Brian Kelleher sucks and he's old. So I'm going to pick Cody Gibson, even though he's also garbage. They both stink. But he can't lose to Brian Kelleher. He's not going to lose to Brian Kelleher. If he loses to Brian Kelleher, just cut him. I'm gonna pick Cody Gibson. I'm not picking Brian Kelleher. I don't care. Jeongyeong Lee versus Hyder Amil. I'm gonna pick Jeongyeong Lee. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Jeongyeong Lee. Reach advantage. Hyder Amil's powerful, but I think Jeongyeong Lee is gonna be able to survive the power, avoid the big shots, and get this one done by decision probably. First fight on the main card, really kicking it off with a bang. You got Dooho Choi and Bill Algeo. Man, I'm going to pick Bill Algeo because Dooho Choi lost to Charles Jourdain by KO 4 years ago. Charles Jourdain, I think he's terrible. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's good. And you got KO'd by him. You also, I mean, this guy hasn't fought in over a year and a half, and then before that it was 4 years. Like, I'm just gonna pick Bill Algeo. Like, what do you want me to say? I'll take Bill Algeo. I do not care. Next fight in the flyweight division, we got Cody Durden versus Bruno Silva. Now, this is not the Bruno Silva that fought Alex Pereira all those years ago. This is the little man Bruno Silva, the flyweight. I'm going to pick Bruno Silva to beat Cody Durden. I don't know why. It's just speaking to me, man. He's speaking to me. Something in my gut is telling me, hey, Bruno Silva is going to win. So I'm going to pick Bruno Silva. I don't fucking know. Cody Durden's just an NPC. I don't really care about him. He's just kind of a guy that exists in the UFC. No one's really excited to watch a Cody Durden fight, which is why he's on this card. No one's excited for any of these fights. So I'm just going to pick Bruno Silva. I don't have a reason. I'm just picking Bruno Silva. Kurt Holobaugh versus Kaynan Kruschewsky. I mean, I'm not picking Kurt Holobaugh to win a fight. I'm just going to pick the other guy. I'm going to pick Kaynan to get it done. Not a big fan of Kurt Holobaugh. I don't think he's that good. Wasn't a big fan of that tough season in general. I think they're all garbage. So, fuck Kurt Holobaugh. He didn't even do anything to me. I don't know why. That was too far. I'm sorry, Kurt Holobaugh, but I'm not picking you. I'm going to pick Kaynan Kruschewsky to win the fight. Oh, Steve Garcia's back, and he's fighting Sungwoo Choi. I am going to pick Steve Garcia. I like watching Steve Garcia. He's a fun fighter. He always puts on a good fight. So you know what? This is a fight I can actually somewhat look forward to. I'm going to pick Steve Garcia to beat Sungwoo Choi because Sungwoo Choi is garbage. He is not good at fighting. Steve Garcia isn't necessarily like a super good high-level fighter, which is why he's on a fight night headlined by Virna, Jandiroba, and Amanda Lemos. But he is exciting, and I think he's good enough to beat Sungwoo Choi, so I'm going to go with Steve Garcia to get it done. Brad Tavares versus Jeongyeong Park. I'm going to go with... Let's see, who's speaking to me here? Who's speaking to me? Oh, I got it. Brad Tavares is going to win. He just told me. He whispered in my ear. He said, I'm going to KO Jeongyeong Park in round 3. Whoa. You heard it here first. Brad Tavares by KO. I'm going to pick Brad Tavares to get it done in the co-main event. Main event, Amanda Lemos versus Virna Jandiroba. Oh my God. Get it off my screen, please. I'm going to pick... I'm going to pick Virna Jandiroba. I'm not breaking down this fight. I don't care. If it wasn't obvious enough, I do not care about this card at all. I don't care. I don't even want to watch it, but I'm going to. Oh. I'm picking Virna Jandiroba. That's it. That's the card. That's my breakdown. Like and subscribe. I'll be back Saturday for the breakdown, or I might upload in between then. Who knows? We'll see. I will see you next time.